Welcome to Wolf Tales, where you're going to be hearing stories and tales from our volunteers and staff about their journeys and experiences about how they came to Wolf Connection and the wolves that have impacted their lives. Here with us is one of our program leads, Micha Thomas. Micha, how did you come to Wolf Connection? What's the story of your journey?
I feel like I need to start at the very beginning, which is all through elementary school, I wanted to be a vet. I was very certain of it, that or a musician. But after having to watch things like Old Yeller or Where the Red Fern Grows, I was convinced that I just didn't have it in me to work with animals and just see any sort of suffering. So I didn't. I worked in the music industry. I became a marketing person. And as I was changing my career, I'm now a therapist. I met Wolf Connection along the way of my transition, which was really just this huge period of a giant question mark of how can I be of service in this world? And it was an unanswered question for several years. I met you guys. I met Wolf Connection as I was deciding to go back to school, to become a therapist. And got to collaborate with you all for a couple of years. I created a retreat series and invited you all to have a presence there. That's when I got to meet Amanda through an organization I started, co-started. We did a fundraiser for you all. And through this really beautiful kind of friendship alliance that came about as I was needing to do my clinical hours. So that's something you have to do as a therapist, not only for your degree, but for your license. And I knew I didn't have like a kind of like orthodox path in front of me. I wanted to work in ecotherapy. I wanted to work in groups. And usually what you're promoted to do is like work in a clinic, work in some sort of nonprofit center, working with people one-on-one. So when I met Amanda, who's a licensed psychologist, this beautiful conversation opened up of, we've never had a trainee, a psychological clinical trainee here before. Could we do it? And so fast forward to me becoming the first clinical trainee at Wolf Connection, definitely at my school where I got my master's. I was like Wolf Girl, right? Like I was the one person who had the most unorthodox kind of clinical training, which was so perfect for me and my interest. To me, like the alchemical components of this place are like, it's nature, it's somatic, it's animals, it's groups, it's mindful. So it was just like the most amazing opportunity for me, and also to work under Amanda, work with you all. So it's been, I think my road has been like everybody's probably like pretty unique. Yeah. There is a wolf here who, in some ways, maybe kind of like symbolizes my experience here. And it's going to be one of those struggles again. I think this is one of the beautiful parts of like being here, where we kind of honor the nonverbal, right? That sometimes like words fail us in the experience here, but I'll do my best to explain. For me, Ayasha, one of our elders here, she just, I don't know, she is every bit of my experience here. And I'll just share a little bit about Ayasha or just what my experience is of her. And I think this is really telling about where I'm at in my journey, because to me, there's a lot of lightheartedness in Ayasha. Like she absolutely has this, I just call her a spitfire. Like there's something about her that's just funny and fiery. But she's the smallest one of almost all the wolves, and yet she's got this presence that is outsized to her size, right? She has a permagrin on her face almost always, right? She has one of the most unique howls. I mean, they're all unique, but hers truly is so different because she's a coy wolf. So she's part coyote, part wolf. And I think for me, it's just, I was in this place of both deep soul searching and deep inner work, but also marrying that with some like curiosity and humor and Yeah, it's almost wordless for me, the experience of her, but I love just sitting outside of her habitat. I don't, and that's part of the thing is like, you don't need anything from her. I just like to witness her, to be in her presence. And she stuck with me so much so that this year I got her tattooed on my leg. So I'll always have her head thrown back in a howl on my leg. And she's just so special to me.